Peter and Pam Kelly run this 300-hectare highly intensive bull farming enterprise on mainly easy contoured, free-draining sandy soils with some steeper faces, many of which have been taken out of grazing. Although sheep were previously farmed, they have been dropped completely from the operation. About 10 years ago, Peter and Pam wanted to lift production and increase the return on their property. They attended a techno-system field day nearby and decided to try it on their farm. Part of the reason to move to the techno-system was intensive grazing without making too much more work for them. There is a total of 220 hectares in grass, 140 hectares of this under the techno-system, 40 hectares of forestry, 10 hectares of shelter and ponds, and about 300 hectares in total. They run a dairy support block over the road on the lighter Red Hill soils. The steeper country is left for the smaller, lighter cattle, the steers and dairy heifers. The bulls are farmed on the tractor country that is less fragile and that can be worked or regrassed if the bulls have made a mess, using a land plane to repair this damage. The very steep areas are fenced off to prevent erosion, and trees are grown in these areas. On the edge of higher terraced areas, a dam is made and a 200mm Nova flow is run out of the dam. This manages intense rainfalls and prevents erosion on the steep sandy soil faces. All trees are sprayed around to help them keep weed-free, and they've been using bees to help the clover set by having hives around in the areas. They are currently carrying 400 bulls, 200 heifers and steers, and 200 dairy cows. With the 2-day shifts and feed budgeting, the animals are well fed and have good weight gains. The shelter planting is quite innovative within a techno-farm system and a positive contribution to better farm management. Peter and Pam have addressed erosion problems through designing culvert and drain systems that take surface water and diverts it underground through 300mm culverts. Trees have been planted to provide shelter for stock and to limit water loss during the summer months from westerly winds. Peter and Pam Kelly successfully operate a specialized one-species intensive farm with good animal husbandry, high production and very good financial returns, while actively applying a very good pest management, planting, soil management and other environmental policies.